The following video is informational and does not substitute legal advice from a licensed attorney. K-1 visa requirements. Not everyone will meet the K-1 visa requirements. This video will overview the main eligibility requirements, but every petition is different. USCIS and consular officers are different, and some countries may have additional requirements. If you work with an immigration attorney or a fiancé visa agency, they will carefully review your situation to verify that you meet all the requirements. The petitioner of a K-1 visa must 1. Be a United States citizen, age 18 plus. The U.S. petitioner must be at least 18 years old and be able to prove he or she is a United States citizen. Green card holders are not eligible for the fiancé visa. They are, however, eligible for a CR1 visa, although the process can take up to 2 years or longer. 2. Be legally free to marry. If the petitioner was ever married before, he or she must provide proof that any such marriage has been legally terminated through death, divorce, or annulment. This is usually proven with evidence such as a death certificate or divorce decree. 3. Intend to marry within 90 days. The petitioner must convince USCIS agents and consular officers that the relationship is bona fide and that he or she truly intends to marry within 90 days of entry. This is to avoid fraud from scammers marrying U.S. citizens for the sole purpose of immigration. 4. Have physically met the fiancé within 2 years. The couple must prove that they have physically met in person at least once within the last 2 years. This doesn't mean they need to know each other for 2 years, just that within the last 2 years, they have met. Skype doesn't count. There are 2 exceptions to the meeting requirement that require a waiver. A. If the requirement to meet would violate strict and long-standing established customs of your or your fiancé's foreign culture or social practice. Or B. If you prove that the requirement to meet would result in an extreme hardship to you. Such waivers are highly unlikely to be approved. The government is pretty strict about the meeting requirement. 5. Meet the income requirement. Some visas count on the alien's financial ability. The K-1 visa counts on the U.S. petitioner's financial ability. They must meet the minimum income requirements or use alternatives to meet the requirement. If you don't meet the income requirement, you can use assets or a joint sponsor. Assets. You can use 1/3 of the dollar value of certain assets, such as real estate, stocks, and bonds. Joint sponsor. If you have someone willing to co-sponsor, such as a family member or friend, you can use their income. Note, the income requirement is one of the most common reasons for denial. You need to prove you qualify through documents like tax returns and pay stubs,